Hi guys, welcome back to Geography World. For this video, we'll be looking at the CSEC 2015 paper 2. Stay tuned.
I see the comments and requests and I will act on them. Please remember to follow Geography World channel on Instagram and Facebook using the link shown on the screen. Please remember to like, share with your friends and subscribe. For person wishing to contact me privately, you may email me at geographyworld100@gmail.com. The link will be posted below.
Question number 8 gives us a map, and we are to study figure 5, which shows a map of the Eastern Caribbean islands, and answer the questions that follow. So part 1 to the question say that you state the name of 4 of the countries labeled P, Q, R, S, T. So any 4 and you will receive that 4 marks. So at P, which is here, we have Guadeloupe. At Q, we have Dominica. At R, we have St. Lucia. At S, we have St. Vincent. And at T, we have Grenada. Once you're able to identify any 4, then 4 marks belong to you. Part B to the question asks that you describe 4 impacts of one of the following hazards. So you're to describe 4 impacts of one of the following hazards. So you can choose whether earthquakes, hurricanes, or volcanoes. I'm going to go through each. So let's begin. So as it relates to earthquakes, some of its impact include it can cause tsunamis, which can basically flood coastal regions. It can break pipelines, it can damage roads and other infrastructure, it can destroy lives, and it can basically damage properties. That's for earthquake. For hurricane, it causes flooding as a result of the heavy rainfall. The flooding will destroy like roads and bridges and other infrastructure. We know that hurricanes with the heavy rainfall, it can also lead to landslide. So with a hurricane, there are a lot of impacts. These are just a few. There are many more that you can add. With volcanoes, it produces lahars during an eruption, and this destroys vegetation and sediments in its path. Ashfall that can basically cover an entire settlement. It releases toxic gases that can cause damages to the atmosphere and to humans. These are just a few of the impacts of these 3 natural hazards. There are many more types of hazard that can be caused. So you just need to describe any 4. Part C to the question asks that we explain how 2 natural phenomena and 2 human activities can cause coral reef destruction. Now we're gonna start with the natural, because remember that even though humans are considered the #1 leading cause for the destruction of coral reefs, there are also natural phenomena that are affecting it too. So let's start with the natural. Now 1, you have global warming resulting in the melting of the polar ice caps, which leads to a rise in the sea level. This causes an increase in the depth of the ocean and affects the growth of corals because they thrive in shallow waters that are less than 70 meters deep. Now remember that one of the conditions necessary for coral reefs to survive is that they must be at a certain depth, and if you aren't aware of it, go back to my video on coral reefs and you can watch. Another natural phenomenon is a hurricane generates strong waves by the force of the strong winds. These waves break on the corals and cause them to break up, thereby destroying them. For example, hurricanes Hurricane Allen in 1980 destroyed much of Jamaica's coral reefs. So remember that during a hurricane, we usually have really, really strong winds, which basically influence the waves. So the stronger the wave, the more destructive they're going to be towards corals. Alright? And then with high temperatures due to global warming, this is basically causing our corals to be bleached because they have to be in water at a certain temperature. This is just 3 ways how the natural phenomena are affecting coral reefs. There are other ways that you can basically write about. Let's talk about a few of the human activities. First one we're talking about is fishing. Coral reefs are destroyed by dynamite fishing. This method blasts the reefs in order to get fishes and leads to the destruction of the reef. There's no secret that the coral reef is home to many aquatic features, and a lot of fishermen they fish in the reefs because it usually produces a good catch, right? However, the fishing methods that are used sometimes are very destructive to the corals, as in the sense we have dynamite fishing. The use of trap nets dragged over the reefs, causing them to disintegrate, thereby destroying the reef. That's another one. We have tourism. The market for coral jewelry has led to the quarrying of reefs, and this has caused coral reef destruction over time. Also, during snorkeling, you have tourists. They basically walk on the reef or break pieces of the reef for a souvenir, hence destroying the reef as they go along. You have industrial and agricultural runoff that are basically running off into our waterways, into the coral reefs. You have pollution from sewage and discharges. All of these are human activities that are basically destroying our reefs. Once you were able to explain 2 natural and 2 human, then 12 marks belong to you. And once you were able to answer this question, a total of 24 marks belong to you.
We are at the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and please remember to like, share, subscribe, and turn on your post notification bell in order to receive more videos like these. Leave comments below suggesting topics that you would want me to present on. In the comment section below, comment the name of your school and the territory for a shout out in my next video. Until then, bye.